Techies. Hi, how you guys doing? You're welcome back to my channel. You're welcome back to With Oluwakolumi. That means if it's your first time here, you're welcome. And if you're an OG, what's good, what's popping? So if you're a first time person here, my name is Oluwakolumi and I'm a lawyer and business analyst currently living in Lagos, Nigeria. I like to make videos about tech and what it's like working in tech in Nigeria. And I like to sometimes make videos on anything that I find interesting. Yeah, but at the core of it is tech for now. So if you are yet to subscribe to the channel, please kindly subscribe, like, comment, share, and all that good stuff. Please. You're welcome back, guys. I'm trying to honestly caution myself from touching the mic, right? Yes, so it's a tech video, so of course I have my notepad right here with me. Um, Sorry if you hear like a noise, it's the AC, and I don't know, it can be loud sometimes, right? So, as the thumbnail already implies, we're going to be, you know, diving into like a topic that I know like a lot of people are interested in, especially for people that are in Nigeria or people that just want to have an insight into what exactly does a business analyst do, right? And this is what I'm going to be sharing in this video. So if you're wondering what I get up to or what does an average business analyst do on a daily basis, right, at work, you will get that insight in this video, right? So I have sort of, um, to be clear and to be very honest and fair, um, I don't think that this video would essentially capture everything or the exigencies that sometimes occur during the day-to-day activities of a business analyst. But essentially, you know, just covering the basics, right? I hope that this is just what I'm trying to do today, and I hope that it does justice um, for you, right? So I kind of split them into three, the activities that a business analyst does on a daily basis into three, right? And I kind of branch them into meetings and elicitation. The first one is meetings and elicitation. So, right, the second one is requirement analysis and documentation, and the third one is stakeholder management, right? So I don't know if you must have heard this or not, like the life of a business analyst is riddled with meetings. Is meetings on ending meetings. I think I must have done a post on LinkedIn maybe last year. So like, and I think it's for people that work in tech generally. It's meetings upon meetings but the good thing is that nobody does physical meetings. Everything is virtual, right? There are only very rare occasions where you're required to have physical meetings, right? So even if we're in the same organization and even if we're all in the office, best believe um we're going to have a virtual meeting because it can sometimes be impossible to gather everybody at the same time, especially if there are different things calling for people's attention at the same time. So the virtual meetings are the fastest way to get people's attention and to get work done as quickly as possible. Yeah, so right, a business analyst on a daily basis definitely gets into meetings and elicitation. So you might be wondering what I mean by elicitation. Elicitation typically means the process by which a business analyst goes to inquire information, right? It means that the process by which I elicit for information, right? So, and you know that the core of a business analyst is getting information, translate this information, break it down in such a way that the solution with which we are working on, right, is done nicely, right? Because the information that I get and I'm able to analyze and document and by effect pass on to the development team is what will give birth to solutions that you see out there right today. Name any type of solution that that you see out there. They were fed, or life was given to them by the information that somebody gathered, in this context a business analyst, right? Somebody gathered and broke it down and looked at all the requirements. So let's say, for example, team party A says, oh, we would like to, business owner says, oh, we would like, we have this idea, and we're saying we would like to have, I think I just touched my mic. Apologies for that if you hear something. But if party A says, oh, we'd like to have this application that can fly in the sky, that can move on water, move in the sea. Now, it's the job of the business analyst to say, oh, okay, I hear you, you have this awesome idea, right? To now say and sit down and say, okay, and how many other people would be involved, or would be interested, or would be, would be um would be beneficiaries of this um application that you want to fly in the sky and all that. This business analyst now say, okay, identifies all the stakeholders, you understand, and now begins to have meetings upon meetings and have elicitations, just like I mentioned earlier, and begins to elicit, information from these people, all to fulfill one gain, to get exactly what they're trying to achieve, to be able to get the business objective, the need that they are trying to address, and of course, the end goal, meaning the benefits that they are trying to achieve from these products. My mic on? Okay, it is. It's just, just being sure. Yeah, so pretty much that is what. So these can go on for a while. Just the process of eliciting information can go on and on and on and on and on and on and on. Even the meetings, mind you, would not can last would will last longer than the period of elicitation. Even when the project has taken off, till the end of the project, the meetings never end. And 90% of these meetings are chaired by the business owner. Sorry, the business analyst. Chaired and championed by the business analyst. The business analyst is the one that identifies the needs for this meeting. So, started from the beginning, from the initiation to the point of execution, and pushing out projects to the general public. It's a combination of 1,001 meetings put together from the beginning till the end. So definitely meetings and elicitations and what have you is definitely one of the things that the business analyst does on a daily basis to get the end goal and to achieve the results that they desire. Yeah, right. So of course, like I said earlier, the number two will be requirement analysis and documentation. So just like I said for the elicitation, I go around as a business analyst. I'm working from um, contacting different people, stakeholders, people that are decision makers, depending on how the organization is structured. I beg your pardon. Like, who are the decision makers? Whose say must you get? Whose approval must you get before a project goes live? So you must be careful. You must be aware. To take the stakeholders along with you as you proceed. The CX team, network securities team, as it, I don't know what, as it pertains to every environment. So of course, requirements analysis and documentation. Now you are going to take all the information that you have gathered from the meetings and the elicitation that you have done, and you are now analyzing those requirements, and you're saying, okay, so the business wants to do this, do this. You begin to analyze the requirements and the feasibility. You begin to analyze the requirements as against legal provisions. You begin to analyze the requirements as against, quality assurance provisions that is obtainable in the organization. You begin to analyze the provision as against industry standards, what's obtainable in the industry. You begin to analyze the requirements as against what's realistic based on the infrastructure or resource available in the organization that you work again, you begin to analyze um, the requirements as against the capabilities that the organization has. So it's quite a lengthy and a broad process, but this is where, so of course when you now begin to do your analysis, right, this is where your documentation now comes in. So in between your analysis and your documentation, there are a lot of meetings again. Just like I said, meetings is from beginning to the end. In between your analysis and your documentation, of course, there are some, there are some back and forth that would also go, that you also have to have with your business owner, right? Depending on how the organization is structured, product owner, business owner, depending on language or the balance that is obtainable in your organization, right? So this is where you have these conversations and you begin to structure and refine the requirements, and come up with an acceptable requirement that you have done your due diligence on as the technical or the gap bridger between the development team and the business owner. You have done your due diligence, and by this time the business owner too has now said, okay, most of the time, as a layman, now begin to, okay, you've now come to a consensus that's okay, this flies. And of course, at this time, you're already building your documentation. Your documentation, you built it, you're building it, you build it, and your documentation is done. Right? So these are the things that you do on a daily basis. You document a lot, you document requirements, you document processes. Sometimes you need to evaluate the process. I'm sorry if I keep touching my mic. Sometimes you need to, not even sometimes, a lot of times you need to document processes as they currently are, you know to be able to do an analysis of where they want to get to in the case of like a change or a process upgrade, right? You're doing an analysis of that, and vis-a-vis, where they're trying to get to, right? So you're looking at what is currently, you're making upgrades and updates and documenting where they intend to be, and you're documenting all that is required to take them from where they are currently, where they are not satisfied with, and you're documenting all that is required to take them to the promised land, the future state where they are trying to be. That's clear? That's clear. So, and of course, like I said earlier, I might not be able to capture everything that happens on a day-to-day basis, but this essentially are the basics of what happens day-to-day basis for a business analyst. And of course, so the third one is stakeholder management. Just like I said at the beginning, when I was talking about elicitation and meetings, and at second stage when I was talking about analysis and documentation, you can already tell that you're not doing this in isolation. And I think I kind of touched on it already, that you're doing this with stakeholders, depending on how the organization is. And your stakeholders is not limited to, you know, the business owner, right? So you have to constantly be managing the different stakeholders that you are working with on different projects. Mind you, as a business analyst, most times you're not working on a project at a time. Most times you're working on multiple projects. So take this, all this process that I have highlighted, you're doing this for, let's say you're managing 5 projects, you're doing this depending on the type of organization again. So you are doing all these processes for all the projects that you are managing. And for some of them, they will be at different stages. And from 2, 3 of them might be at the same stage. So it means that you're doing the same thing or different things for like all the projects that you're handling. So for all of this, you're managing different stakeholders, and you're using the different stakeholders management methods as you proceed, because you have different stakeholders, and you have to know how to, place them, right? That's where your RASI comes up, responsible, accountable, and all that good stuff, right? This is how you know where to place your stakeholders, and to know what role this person is going to be playing in this project. This would help you to know how to manage them. Are they just people that you just want to keep informed? You don't want somebody that you are keeping informed. You don't want to be managing them like they are accountable or they are responsible for something. Somebody that just in copy that they just FYI for your information. You don't want to treat them and manage them like they are responsible on the project for a task or for an outcome. I think it's worthy of note that you're not just only having a lot of meetings and analysis and documentation with the business team. All right. So your development team comprising of your developer, your UI UX designers are also heavily involved in the analysis of the project, right? Because remember that the essence for which you are taking all the essence for which you are doing all the analysis and documentation is so that you can feed to the development team accurately. So, of course, within the development team, there's another process of meetings, depending on the type of environment that you're working in, whether it's agile or a hybrid or like traditional type of environment, right? The hybrid is an organization that does both hybrid, that does both agile and waterfall type of process in the environment, right? So if it's agile, you already have your yeah. So for agile, I mean, you already have your daily stand-up meetings within the development team. You already have your sprint, where you break down all the features, where you prioritize, I beg your pardon, all the features. Sprints essentially stand for it's a boxed time, like a time frame for which you have set and you have planned beforehand in your sprint planning meetings to say this feature will be done in this particular sprint, right? And these are already agreed in something called a sprint planning meeting. Essentially, these are the things that a business analyst does on a day to day. This does not, this, of course, like I said before, this would differ from environment to or organization to organization. And this does not mean that there are not so many other things um, that are involved in that a business analyst has to do on a daily. But for the purpose of brevity and for the purpose of this video, of course, I cannot possibly capture everything that you do, but you can put all that you do under these three umbrellas, right? You can put all this or every other process, however long they may be, you can put them under all this umbrella depending on the organization, right? Right. So I honestly hope that this video was helpful because it was made with a lot of love. As I was filming this video, PHCN took the light. I live in Lagos, Nigeria, like I said, and we're currently experiencing some kind of blackouts. I think it's nationwide. They said something about maintenance or stuff like that. So they brought it and they took it off, and you know, and I'm currently on the generator, but I couldn't switch on the AC for now, plus it's a bit noisy. Yeah, so pretty much. So I'm currently actually hot. I'm hot, but I had to make this video for you guys, and I hope that you enjoyed. Please, if you want me to touch on specific topics as it regards to business analysis or just working in tech generally, please put them in the comment section and I'll be glad to do them justice. I'd like to also hear your thoughts and feedbacks as regards what I shared today. If you're a business analyst, holler in the comment section. Let me know what you do on a daily basis. Perhaps something that I didn't touch on in this video or something that you want me to that you want to highlight. And if you're an upcoming business analyst, hi in the comment section. Let me hear your thoughts as well. All in all, I just hope that you enjoy this labor of love, right? Right. And so till my next vlog, guys, please do not forget to subscribe, do not forget to like, do not forget to share the good word, and do not forget to, of course, meet me in the comment section. It's love and light from your girl Oluwa Pelumi, your Texas. To my next vlog, guys. To my next vlog, guys. I'm so hot. Till my next vlog, guys. Adios. Bye, Techies.